Czat. Hashtag RIP. Profesor McGonagall. Czym się dzisiaj truje? Sok jabłkowy z lodem, tak jak mówiłem na początku. W takiej ładnej szklaneczce. Zdarza mi się na streamie pić sok jabłkowy z lodem. A kopię? Całe. Dobrze wiesz, o czym mówię. Dam rady polityka albo etykietę wbić? Polityka, etykieta. Etykieta 1, polityka słabo. Ok, weźmiemy w etykietę. I weźmiemy... Patrz, jeszcze ile książek mi brakuje. Gdzie one wszystkie są? Czy to ostatni chapter? Nie, chyba jeszcze jeden jest. Co jeszcze sobie wykupić? Nic nie mam takiego tu. Mhm. No dosłownie nic nie mam do wykupienia. Takiego, żeby mi się opłacało. Erudition, tutaj. I co? I tyle, nie? Ewentualnie jeszcze naukę mogę tu dać. Kuba, wiesz dobrze, że to tylko tak mówię.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emma, what a bloody mess. I've been completely manipulated.
Od początku byłeś manipulated.
Like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't
Łycha.
even know if it's a good thing or
Oczywiście,
a
że
curse.
łycha. To może mieć inny kolor. Czy dobrze, czy to jest przekleństwo? Przekleństwo. Będziemy dramatyczni.
Frankly, I feel like I'm cursed. I hope I'll be able to control this new skill, otherwise my life will be hell. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing
Cider
holds
jabłkowy,
true
wszystkie te
anymore.
bourbony.
Hold yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Koniaki. Ktoś puka.
Sir Gregory? Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk.
Wujek? Grześ?
How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have
Może być Cyd, zależy kiedy i co jak. Conviction. My się w ogóle znamy? W ogóle nie rozmawialiśmy przez całą grę. Wujek. Gdzie ty jesteś? Immunity Conviction.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Ja jestem brother albo sister?
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man,
Koleś
we
ma
are
mąkę
brothers.
na twarzy, to jest
If we are
piekarz.
born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are
Koleś ma-
officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
To nie mąka, to taka mąka jak mój sok jabłkowy. Czytaj między wierszami, Kuba.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition,
Has he always been like that?
more or less. But thinking about it, I believe that the birth of
A,
our
przepraszam,
latest
faktycznie.
sibling greatly
To poszkoduje cię.
accentuated the discovery.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the
Koło
rules,
20 ci skacze
especially
temperatura.
our father. As for our mother, she
może
retired
zaraz
from
będziesz
the
miał jakiegoś
political
tripa.
stage. We don't see her much anymore.
Też fajnie.
I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've
To
been
nie przedawkowuje witamin.
and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time.
Idee,
Man
pewnie
is
wszystkie.
transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into it.
1 plus
If
dziennie.
we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. We are
Czekaj, nie możesz
eternal.
narzekać na trip
When
do
we plan ahead,
do
we
kibla,
do it
jeśli
for the
świadomie
long
przedawkowujesz witaminy.
Well, indeed, from that point of view, it is better to guide them.
It's rare for a novice demon to manage to stop thinking like a man so quickly. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you trying to warn me that I'm in danger?
That, Louis, will be up to you to choose. Most of all, make sure you don't pick the wrong side. William has had all the time he needs to think about this. You do not. I'm sorry to say this, but this first choice might well be of capital importance to your future. I want you to make an informed
Tak i tak wiemy z
Now go
historii,
and
że
see your
demokracja
father,
zapanuje.
See what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you.
Chyba.
Don't mention it. If I've been
Ale
able to
Grzesiek
help
mi się,
you in
wujek Grzesiek
any
mi się nie podoba.
Go now.
Nie wiem, czy to mąka, czy... W ogóle sam fakt tego, że mogą zmieniać ciała i on zdecydował w takim siedzieć. Skłania, że myślę, że on nie jest do końca kimś, kim chciałbym po prostu followować. No dobra. Moja dziewczyna nie żyje, bo ją zabiłem. Jej klon też. Gdzie mogę iść w ogóle? Okej, Mortimer in study. Dobra, ale czy mogę gdzieś jeszcze indziej sobie potega? O. Do Waszyngtona mogę iść. O, Deluxe! Wieczór. Co tak elegancko? Przecież już byłeś na streamie z The Council. Kitku to wiadomo, ale jak ja to nie wiadomo, tak? Wszyscy powinniście się ubrać w koszulę i sukienki na The Council. Co mi tutaj się... Skąd wiemy, że nie siedzisz tak? Nie wiemy, ale najłatwiej tak przypuszczać. O! Papa Piaggi. Co to było? Tu coś się pojawiło. O. Moneta. Hehe. Nie, nikt o zdrowych myślach nie siedzi w pacie w koszuli. To prawda.
I haven't the time.
Co? Wiesz, kim ja jestem? Jeszcze się dowiesz. Co za pokój. Adams. Znajdziemy coś tutaj? Czy pewnie nic. Tylko te pentagramy, nie? Ale info żadnego chyba nie masz to. W koszuli w domu siedzi? Flanela? Jak kowboja? Howdy?
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Pewnie jestem demonem. Moja matka zginęła i zabiłem swoją dziewczynę. Co ty na to?
Me? No, nothing at all. And you?
I would like to be able to say yes, but it's been dead quiet. The only one with anything to say is Duke Manuel. But with that accent of his, I don't understand a word he says. It's exasperating.
Right.
Stąd pewność? A masz koszulę założoną? No masz sukienkę i koszulę nałożoną teraz?
Anyway, I must be going now.
See you later, Louis.
Już znalazłem dzidę Jezusa. Papa? Papa? Hello, Papa.
Louis, I was sure you could stay.
Hey, Papi.
I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't
Odnośnie
told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb.
Moja matka to była twoja córka?
Tell you afterwards.
To też była demonem?
You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say. Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been
The
a lot
fuck?
to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From
Ja
now
tosty
on,
nasłuchuję.
you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that
Ja
offer.
w ogóle do niewielu
What do you
rzeczy
mean by
lubię
that?
ketchup dodawać,
Your
inne
brother.
sosy.
Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
Poczytam ci w myślach, ale się wkurwisz, nie, tatę?
Not much. He bid me welcome to the family, that's all.
Louis.
Immunity.
Gregory is my brother. Always has been. And he never goes anywhere to say or do not much. He must have told you that he's worried about me, that he wants to be there for you, and that you ought to be wary of me.
Yes, something like that.
According to him, the family is a prickly subject for you.
He exaggerates. I don't have problems with all our family, far from it. I admit I find it difficult to follow the path set out before me sometimes. I don't share their vision, and they don't understand me.
We
Warzywne
find you
piwo.
unstable.
I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A
Cały
man
czas
with
tak się
nothing to
dzieje,
lose
dobrze
is
gada.
a dangerous man. Whereas if you give
Dobrze
him
gada,
roof,
Mortimer.
food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once
Dokładnie,
they are
Kuba.
free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all
Felix, nie
those
rób
who
tego.
respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment, they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today, we are wasting too much time. What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress
Na
must
eko?
replace man.
To nawet nie jest
Whenever
piwo.
his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or
Teraz
raise
bardziej się z nim
humanity
zgadzam.
higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are. I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend on men. Consequently, we have to do our utmost to help them progress and to prevent them from killing each other.
Czekaj, piłem jakieś piwo z mlekiem kondensowanym chyba kiedyś. Było całkiem spoko. Ale nie pamiętam, czy były przyprawy jakieś tam. Nice.
And you think that's been a success? Humanity? It's almost always at war. And it's been this way forever.
Look, I'm not saying that the task is easy. We've all had failures, and at times we have even suffered from conflicts on our own side. I'm doing my best to improve the situation. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
Jak to
A new
koneserzy
skill.
piwa.
And not
Dajcie
the
spokój.
least, Louis. It's about taking control.
Mi nawet nie
of a
smakuje
person.
piwo za bardzo.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
How do you do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
Ha?
Here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done,
Muszę wejść w
you will
biskupa?
naturally find your way to the source
Zawsze
and
było odwrotnie.
enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to
Jak
write
ty
a
Boże
letter
napisałeś, równie dobrze
as if
mogłeś
he
Bobrze
understands
napisać.
himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Okej. Idę wejść w biskupa. Gdzie tego Piagiego ten pokój jest? Tutaj.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Yeah, whatever. Kurde, przydałoby się mi miksturki trochę. Jacques Peru. Idziemy zobaczyć, czy jest. Czy wyjechał. Jacek? O, Jezus, jest jeszcze. O, i miksturek jest. Dawaj.
Dear Monsieur Perruque.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
To jest everything?
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Okej, Jacuś. Jacusiowi
Leave me,
kochanemu.
Ricochet. I want nothing more to do with you. I'll have left within the hour, and I wish never to see you again for the rest of my life.
Już? Mógłbyś zginąć, uratowałem cię. Niewdzięczny. O, Napoleon. Kurde, nie mogę wejść. Bym znowu przylutował.
I am sorry, sir, but access to this room is not authorized by my master.
Bo udusiłem Emily, no. Zdarza się. Godoy, mogę do ciebie wejść? Nie mogę. To jest mój pokój i następny jest Pieggi. Papa Pieggi. Chodź tu, papa.
Ah, well, Louis.
Wcześniej chciałeś ze
what
mną
brings you
gadać i chciałeś skoczyć z balkonu.
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis.
Teraz taki rozmowny jest. Krew ci został ciała.
If I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Okej, Piaggi. Erudition, immunity, questioning, vulnerability. A tu mamy questioning.
I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people. You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts.
Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence.
I can feel it coming. It's working.
I'm coming.
Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
I've done it.
Wszedłem w niego. Czemu nie mogłem w Emily
Damn it.
wejść?
He was right.
Znaczy, wszedłem, ale wiecie, o co mi chodzi.
This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis.
Mi się bubkami pobawił, a tak to co?
Whoa. I still need to get used to
Umarszczono
this
fujaro?
body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me. Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any
It's
mistakes.
payback, bitch.
There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Okej, już mam jedną podpowiedź. Nie używaj osobistej pieczęci. Zamiast tego weź te, które ma twoje motto. Co te skróty znaczą tylko jeszcze? Dobrze by było wiedzieć.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Okej, kogo zdyskredytować? Holma, Mortimera czy obu? Mortimer będzie zły, jak go zdyskredytuje. Czy niby wujek Grześ też. Co mi to w sumie da? I tak się wywinął. Musi to mieć jakiś cel. X delta. To musi mieć jakiś cel. Co ja chcę tym osiągnąć, żeby dwóch zdyskredytować? Jestem za tym, żeby wprowadzić demokrację i tak. Demokracja i tak będzie. Mortimer chce demokracji, Holm nie chce. Jak obo zdyskredytuje, to co? Co mi to przyniesie? Tylko... Co, zemstę? Za co? Oni mi nic nie zrobili. No to właśnie chodzi. No tak myślę. To jest jak gra o tron, nie? Trzeba uważać na wszystko, co się mówi. Nie możesz po prostu tak na lewo i prawo chlapać jęzorem. Co to nie ja. Discredit Holm.
It turns out, now that I'm here, that I find Lord Mortimer's projects grant us many more advantages in comparison to what Sir Gregory had suggested. We are talking about the future of the Holy See. There. That should be enough to justify the change of vote.
Ale trzeba jeszcze sekretny kod spisać, tak? Mamy GJGHFJ. EHHBCF. To są jakieś kody. Skąd mamy wiedzieć, jaki napisać? O, sam to wybierze, czy ja będę musiał wybrać kod? Bo jak ja będę musiał wybrać kod, to lipa. Czy ja muszę rozgryźć ten kod? No GJ to jest good job, nie? Co mogą znaczyć te litery? Najpierw są 2, potem są 4. E, H, H, B, C, F. G, J, G, H, F, J. Co to mogło być? Wąson. Nie pomagasz. Się opierdalasz. Co to ma być? Muszę alfabet sobie napisać. Chyba, że za bardzo kombinuję. Ale zobaczmy. Co to może być? I to będzie... O co to może chodzić? Czy to są na przykład jakieś cyfry się zamienia, albo Giovanni Angelo Braschi to jest na obu. Napisane. Czy to może mieć związek z datą? Ale jaki?
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their
Tak,
correspondence.
Giuseppe na pizzę,
According to
dokładnie.
Mortimer, it's got something to do with
O!
William's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Mogę logikę za darmo. Znaczy ja kliknąłem, żeby wpisać kod i on sam spojrzał potem na rękę.
And the letter letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date.
Mhm,
2
też
just below the
pomyślałem.
month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle. Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
To jest 4.01.1793. Teoretycznie mogę wypić miksturkę i zrobić to tym złodziejstwem, nie? Spróbować przynajmniej. Dwudziesty czwarty, 01, 1739. Zaraz. 12, 17. No co się nie zgadza? Mamy różne literki w jednym i w drugim, tak? Żadne literki się nie powtarzają oprócz H. Tu się H pojawia dwa razy, tam się pojawia jeden raz, więc to nie będzie jedynka. Nie będzie to, nie wiem, co, dziewiątka też nie. Dwudziesty czwarty, 01. 4.01. Czy ja mam brać... Okej, no to nawet jeśli bym brał takimi numerkami, to musimy sprawdzić, czy to ma sens. Jeśli wziąłbym 17, tak? 17 to by był... 17 to jest E. Ale H nic nie ma, chyba że coś jest pomiędzy E i A. Na przykład jeśli mamy, nie wiem, jeśli E to jest 17, A to jest 24, to H to będzie jakiś... Nie wiem, różnica? Czy to miałoby sens? W zawodówce miałeś Włocha, co ma na imię Giuseppe? A jak się nazywał ten Pinokio? On nie był Giuseppe, tylko on był, kurde, jak on się nazywał? Geppetto, kurwa. Dobra. Zrobimy tak. 24, 17 równa 7. Powiedzmy, że jest różnica 7, tak? Że H to będzie 7. Okej. G, J, B, D, C. F to różnica pomiędzy, powiedzmy, 31 a 24. Też jest 7. The fuck? I 31. Założy własne whisky. I jak będzie się nazywać? Delta? Lol. No dawaj znać, chętnie przetestujemy na streamie. Okej. Jeśli E to jest 17. To E to jest H. Czy H to jest 0,1? Skoro mamy dwie daty i każda jest oznaczona innymi cyferkami. „31 wypada na i na przykład. Tak? Ale w tej dacie na górze nie mamy żadnego i. Moja kartka mi nic nie podpowiada. Cześć Kasiunia. Może ty jesteś dobra w zagadki, chcesz mi pomóc? Masz pytanie? Słucham. Co to za pytania? A i myślę, którego mena? Którego X-mena? No jedynkę. X-men. Dawaj, jest na ekranie. Zagadka. Widzisz, są dwie daty i dwa ciągi liter pod datami i trzeba to porównać z ręką biskupa, bo ja muszę napisać list, w którym zawrę kod, ale muszę najpierw rozszyfrować te szyfry, te kody, żebym sam mógł taki napisać na liście. To trzeba inaczej X-Men oglądać? Jeśli chcesz, możesz w kolejności, które zostały nakręcone, albo w kolejności chronologicznej, jeśli chodzi o no, w czas, w którym się działy. To tak samo jak, nie wiem, z Gwiezdnymi Wojnami. Możesz obejrzeć 4, 5, 6, a potem 1, 2, 3, albo po kolei oglądać. Chronologicznie, jak chcesz. Możesz zacząć od pierwszej klasy, jeśli chcesz. Ja wolę ten ciąg, w którym one wyszły, niż chronologiczna historia. Pierwsza klasa, no praktycznie najwcześniej była. A czemu pytasz? Kto będzie oglądał X-Meny? Wiesz? Co masz? To weź powiedz. Ja też będę liczyć. Tylko pod miesiącami rokiem, tak. Też o tym myślałem. No i jest 10 liter. Na ręce masz 31 i to jest I. Literka I. Taka wyjściowa do liczenia. Czyli liczysz te literki od I, tak? A potem druga, okej. Pierwsza, siódma. Wychodzi, że to by było tak, nie? Że najpierw patrzysz na dzień, chyba masz rację. Najpierw patrzysz na dzień, a potem odliczasz po kolei literki od tej literki, od której zaczyna się dzień i po kolei każdą cyferkę. Nice. Przebierz kitku? To musisz mi powiedzieć, czy to będzie niebieski czy fioletowy. Czekaj, sam sobie policzę, co? Co ty na to? Okej, jeśli 24 to jest A, to teraz tak. Pierwsza... Aha. 0 to znowu będzie A wtedy, nie? Chcesz, to pisz. Nie będę czytał czatu, zobaczymy, czy się będziemy zgadzać. Porównamy, czy będzie ok. Wpisz w wiadomość, ale nie wysyłaj. Jak ci powiem swoją odpowiedź, to też swoją wyślesz. Emotional kill. Wybieraj kolor. Fioletowy, dobra, już powiedziałeś, sorry. Hop. Aż, nie na tę stronę. Kitku, co ty robisz? Oki przystojny, proszę bardzo. Masz napisane? Czekaj, bo jak kitka przebierałem. Jeśli tak, to będzie tak. Okej. Czy to będzie AF, FCHG? Czy ja źle policzyłem? No ja też tak napisałem. No to chyba to musi być to? Dobra robota, Wonson. Emotional Kill już chyba zaczął. Tylko przyszedł. To co, wpisujemy? Ja wcześniej jakieś ciągi liczyłem. Bo niepotrzebnie. Dobra.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
A.
Today the date
F.
is 24/01.
No znam tą datę już, no.
1793.
AF.
Today
F.
the date is 24/01/1793. Today
C.
the date is 24/01/1793. Today
Huh.
the date is 24/01/1793.
Okay.
Today is the 24/01/1793.
No i co?
In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it.
Poszło. Z motto papieża. A dawaj sobie.
And I remember that. Flore in domo domini. Justitia, misericordia e humiltà. Boy, I gotta brush up my... I think it's in Italian. Justice, mercy, and humility.
Nie dowiemy się.
Piaggi once gave me a sealed letter. It had the same seal on it. I remember now. This seal is different to the one Piaggi used for the letter he gave me. Yes, I'm certain of it.
Do Goluma? To jest biskup. Biskup Piaggi. Wszedłem w niego.
On it is written, Flore in domo domini. Latin, it blooms in the house of God.
Chodziłoby, że ten, nie?
Now, I distinctly remember this seal that Piaggi used on the letter he gave me. This isn't the same stamp.
Stary, że miałem ci wyjaśnić, co tu się dzieje. To było trudno.
A circle with a cross inside.
Czyli mi się wydaje, że to będzie middle stamp, nie?
On it is written, Flore in domo domini.
It is what it is. Będzie co będzie.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi? The old goat is going to drop us. It's a lousy turncoat. Well, he'd better not tell me he just fell asleep.
Czekaj. Ty okultyzm to chyba lubisz, nie? Raczej cię w tym kurde nie zagnę. Gdzie ty jesteś, Wolner? Niby diversion, ale nie wiem. Nie stać mnie na to?
I don't know what to say. He was already here when I entered my room. I presumed he must be tired.
Tired? Are you having me on, Piaggi? Or what?
What? I wouldn't dare.
I don't know what you're trying to
Fuck.
pull, but I really don't like it.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he stays.
Spoko, nie?
It's a perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
No, listen.
Chcą się
my
mnie
son.
pozbyć?
This is all getting out of hand.
Hogwash! I
Hogwash.
don't trust him in the slightest.
Why not?
Can you keep a secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son. Would you
What?
believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a
Motherfucker,
decision
ja
to
mu
be taken
pomagałem.
lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he? The slime bag. He works for Mortimer. Good thing I already tried to warn Gregory.
Committing a crime in my room is out of the question. Think, it will all be on our heads. No doubt about it. I refuse to run the risk.
Right.
Monsieur von Von,
Fuck
I
me.
always act in
Zrobiło
the
się
best
intensywnie.
interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You
Cosplay-
must have
cosplay
lost your mind to
biskupa.
want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it. He is capable of reporting me to Sir Gregory. I'm really risking my neck here.
You can't attack him without running the risk of jeopardizing the conference.
Even though Sir Gregory has the edge?
No, Gregory will never forgive you.
Very well, Piaggi. You
Gregory to jest mój
I
wujek.
refuse to let you do the first
Chuju.
thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body.
Muszę z niego wyjść. Trzeba się nauczyć wyciągać porę.
Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Gdzie jest ten red salon? Mogę zmienić. O. Który to jest? Small salon? Nie. Dining hall. Library. Library. To jest ten? Small salon. Szeba shalom. Się miksturek przydało. zaczyna się kończyć. Morty? A, dining room. Okej. Ja w ogóle nie tu poszedłem, gdzie trzeba, nie? Dobra, naokoło się przejdziemy. Co to? Daj. Daj. Gdzie jest dining room? Czy to jest portrait gallery. Dining hall jest na drugim końcu fucking budynku. Miksturki. Szoty. Feta. A wlazłem jak chuj w dupę bez smarowania. Tutaj. Morty? Jest. Papa?
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Pierwszy raz księdzu byłem, tak.
I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
To tell you the truth, I didn't make it through the first time.
Well, that's quite normal on the first try. But you did it.
O,
Gregory, what
Grzesiu.
can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
What place is that?
Co to za
The
miejsce?
end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity.
Lower
Through
man.
fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand
Jap.
speeches. William has always been
Kogo
fond of
posłuchać?
staging big scenes.
Papa czy
It's
wujek?
his theatrical side.
Użyjmy psychologii.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be
Wujek
accomplished
creep.
in the right order. if
Nie
we
znaliśmy
want
się
the
wcześniej, nie
world to
brał mnie na
keep turning
kolanko.
as it does.
Conviction. Science diversion.
You came here to warn me, sir.
No, to advise you.
Advise me against my father. Why?
I think you are capable of deciding for...
You haven't answered my question. Why warn me against my father? What are you afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what absurd adventure in
You
which...
act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to
Kogo
change.
posłuchać?
I acknowledge Father
Papy
has
czy
done many
wujka?
good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family
Paparapa?
yet.
Siebie
I
posłuchać?
can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all
Zajrzeć w
against
głąb?
William's project.
On the contrary,
If
Za
he
głosem
insists
serca?
on going through with it, we will
Zabiłem
have
swoją
no other
dziewczynę.
choice than to intervene by force.
Jej siostrę
Consequently,
bliźniaczkę
dear
wcześniej.
Louis, you're going to have to choose sides.
No nie wiem.
I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
there you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the
Oni
time
będą
to
źli za czytanie w
decide
myślach.
is now. If you follow William, he will drag you.
się zakaszlał.
If, on the other hand, you
Za dużo mąki
support
chyba.
me, I can assure you that
Aż z nosa się
nothing will
sypie.
happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah,
Jak
the
jeszcze będę mógł
masks
coś
are
wybrać, to spróbuję im po
I
prostu
offer
też
you
poczytać w
liberty.
myślach.
He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human?
I'm a demon, I'm a man. Wolę powiedzieć, że jestem man niż demon. Tak mnie matka wychowała. Która nie była moją matką, tylko była profesorką w Hogwarcie. Chociaż nie lubię Gryffindoru bardzo. Wczoraj o tym rozmawialiśmy na streamie u Emotional Killa. To będę mu golem.
I was born a man. I grew up as such. Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference. I refuse to let them manipulate humanity the way they do. They're gonna ask me to choose between them. I'll just have to go with the lesser evil of the two. But they better not
Fuck
count on me
Gryffindor.
to keep my word. I'll bring them all down.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
No i dupa. Co ty tam piszesz, tam sliteriny? Sliteriny były poszkodowane. Ale ja nie jestem za sliteryną. Gadasz tak, bo jesteś Hufflepuff, przyznaj się. Chyba z Mortimerem. Podoba mi się pomysł demokracji. Prędzej z tym? Z Holmem? Dlaczego? Wyjaśnij mi dlaczego, nie używając w ogóle jego wyglądu jako argumentu. No nie no, musi być Mortimer. Biorę go.
I shall follow my father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him. That said, if he turns his back on me, I won't be slow in sticking a dagger between his shoulder blades.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
No to się dzieje. Gruba sprawa. Co tam? Nie boli ryj? Odlepy?
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well, Louis. We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is...
You. My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
Wszystko mi się udało w tym chapterze? Zatrzymałem Wolnera przed otruciem, nie? Dobra robota. Siema Huba. Tymczasowo, bo tak, Holm i Mortimer rozmawiali o tym, żebym wybrał stronę, czy będę z jednym albo z drugim. I wybrałem Mortimera. Na razie tylko. Zobaczymy. Pewnie, że pomógł z kodem. GG. Thank you. Ja w ogóle w inną stronę szedłem totalnie. I moje obliczenia się nie zgadzały. Niektóre się zgadzały, ale potem przestały się zgadzać. Na razie paparapa, ale tu jest napisane, że tymczasowo idę za starym. No, jakby to powiedzieć, stary chce, żebym bardziej był demonem, wujek mówi, że może bym od tego trochę odszedł, a z drugiej strony stary chce wprowadzić demokrację, Holm chce monarchię zostawić. Nie no, ja wiedziałem, że mi to nie pasowało, że nie ma dnia, tylko nie wiedziałem dlaczego. I próbowałem liczyć tylko miesiąc i rok niepotrzebnie. Nie brałem pod uwagę za bardzo do tego dnia. Znaczy wiedziałem, że coś jest nie tak z tym dniem, ale nie wiedziałem dlaczego, więc na razie próbowałem rozwiązać bez dnia, a potem chciałem zacząć z dniem. Może niepotrzebnie. Ten Napoleon to jest taka pipka. Widziałeś, jak lepę mu przecież przywaliłem w ogrodzie? Co ty tam? Napoleon jest kierowany przez sekretne stowarzyszenie. Rządzone przez demony. Co ty tam? Napoleon. Śmiech na sali. No. 8 punktów. God damn it. Dobra. Dokładnie. No i prawda. Kupimy to. Kupimy to. Kupimy to. I resztę wsadzamy do psychologii.